Hey, see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Everything you need.
Well, ain't that a
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for sale.
Ellie?
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Who's our client?
A fisherman, whose family lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
Anything you can tell me about Kenji Nakano?
Just some impressions. He was obviously upset, but he was also in a hurry, like he couldn't stand just waiting around. I'm a friend of Nick's. He'll remember me. I need his help right away. And then he was gone. He was muttering something on the way out, but... no. I'm not sure it was important.
Come on, Ellie. Don't hold out on me. What did he say?
Well, I thought I heard him say something about a daughter and also a radio, but I might have misheard him. Not sure how the two would be connected.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
Saw you poking around that abandoned house. I'm gonna assume that Anna gave you permission. Hey, who wants to look?
Well, well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, And sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
What about him?
He had to have a way in and out. But, well, we both know that angle is cut off.
Yeah. Any other ideas, Nick?
Talk about a literal dead end, huh?
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
So, what now?
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. If you want to head there together, just say so.
Anything else you can tell me about the Memory Den?
It's in Good Neighbor, a little slice of trouble northeast a ways. The Memory Den ain't just a fancy name, it's literal. A lot of people give up all their caps just to relive the good parts of their lives. Over and over. But not us. We're gonna try to dive deep into someone else's mind. I can meet you there, or we can head out together.
It's you and me, Nick.
Let's get going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
While you two are out, I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be here if you need me.
Even good people do crazy things when they're scared.
Selling papers is busy work, mister.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Even the sky ain't safe. Did you see that blimp thing? The brother
We sell everything. Skin packs, ammunition.
I'll take a look, sure.
Excellent.
Uh-huh.
What?
The wall's looking as green as the day she was.
Move along.
See those big lights? That's right. Working electricity.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw. Don't much care for good neighbor. Place is nothing but trouble.
Doing that last number. Time now for some news from the Commonwealth, listeners. In an unexpected turn of events, the quaint little town of Covenant has turned up completely deserted. Details are sketchy, and by sketchy, I mean they're non-existent. The whole town is just gone. Those folks always sounded nice, so I do hope they're all safe, wherever they've gone to. Again someday, you can bet you'll hear about it first here on Diamond City. Here's Uranium Fever by Elton Bridge. Catchy, right?
Crops been growing pretty good lately.
Too many miles on the road.
So you're back. I take it you got what Overseer McNamara was looking for.
Yep, all three of them.
All right. I'm opening the door. Overseer McNamara and myself will meet you at the entrance. Oh, and behave yourself. You start any trouble, we'll toss your ass right back outside.
Come on, Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. They need a break.
Everyone's working hard right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can. That's all I'm asking.
Fine. I'll see what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
Why do you keep yourself so isolated?
Why not? We have warm beds, clean clothes, a solid roof over our heads. Our food and water are radiation-free. We don't deal with the elements or raiders. We're safe here. And for some, that safety and stability is what counts.
Aren't you curious about the Commonwealth and what it has to offer?
Of course. But my duty is to these people and keeping them safe. We receive a few select traders often enough to stay well informed. That's why I like to use a give-and-take system. If outsiders are willing to help us, we're willing to help them. Speaking of, if you're ready, I can take those fusion cores from you.
How often do you end up trading with the outside?
More often than you may think. A couple of times a month, I'd say. It also helps us keep up with Commonwealth news. And the fusion cores? You do have them, don't you?
Of course. Here they are.
Thank you. Dr. Pensky will greatly appreciate these. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about his, friend here?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra mindful as it is. If he's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure he's chosen his friends wisely. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
Hope you're not making any trouble.
Another outsider. What'd they let you in for?
Just taking a look around.
Is the Overseer just letting anyone in these days?
I'm a fellow Vault Dweller.
I don't care where you're from. It's not here.
So, we got a new visitor today. Don't say anything, but man, I'd love to be out there.
If you want to leave, why don't you just go?
Wish it was that easy. It's scary leaving the vault. And the Commonwealth? It's also unpredictable.
It takes some preparation. I'd learn how to use a gun and be ready to use it before I went out there.
I've never even touched a gun. Now, I can't even say if our security has seen any real combat. But with the hours we're working these days, I'm not even sure where I'd find the time to practice.
Why the long hours?
We're just making sure this roof over our heads doesn't cave in on us. They say it's all the moving parts that have us working around the clock these days. Structurally, I guess 81 is still pretty sound. Vault Tech sure knew what they were doing when they set these places up. Well, I don't want to keep you, and I gotta get back to work. Maybe I'll see you around.
We got a barber here if you need it. Not saying you do.
No signs of radiation. Impressive.
Hey, Ashes. What are you doing up here?
Nice
Ashes,
Pip
where
boy.
you going?
If it ever starts acting up on you, see Alexis.
Damn it.
She'll fix it right up.
Karen's not going to like this.
Yeah?
Huh. So you're the reason the patrols are doubled today.
Officer.
Don't want any trouble in 81.
Hey there.
Now that you made it in, we'll be keeping an eye on you. So do us all a favor and behave yourself.
Bob Crosby for that one.
Hey, mister, are you really from the Commonwealth?
Yes, I am.
I knew it! Hey, I can show you around the vault if you want. Just 5 caps.
Sure, but I'm not paying you.
If you're that cheap, forget it. You can find your own way around.
Hey, Austin.
I can't wait till I don't have to go to school anymore.
The man in question, residing with a boy he claimed to be his son, hasn't been seen in weeks. Now it seems the whole story may have been fabricated. It's unclear at this time if the boy was being held against his will. Authorities have so far refused to comment.
If you want a good meal, see Maria at the cafeteria.
Should you happen to spot the man and don't hesitate to get word to Nick Valentine.
I'm heading out. Don't wait up for me.
Again? But I need your help here.
On this breaking story. Crawl out through the fall.
Excuse me.
Our Commonwealth
Jeez,
guest.
you haven't needed my help in years. Whatever it is, it can wait.
Tidy up these days.
Hey there.
So you're the new guy. I heard we let someone into the vault. How long do you plan on sticking around?
Long enough to have a good look around.
Well, hopefully that means not long. We can take care of ourselves here in 81. We don't need to be letting in every stray traveler that comes our way.
Oh, so Aaron and I can just wait? You're gone more than you're here. Whatever happened to loving husband and father?
Stop nagging at me, Alexis.
Is that your Pip-Boy? It better be.
Through.
You sure you're not part synth? Of course. I guess you wouldn't know, would you?
Watch out for the
whipping
maid.
up a new batch of pies today? I heard Alexis promised one to Erin, and I know how you hate to disappoint the little ones.
Marcus William Somerset. Oh, don't you go on thinking you're so clever. Those pies are going to be for Calvin and his crew. Lord knows they could use a treat right now.
Hey, you tried telling that to Erin and breaking a little girl's heart. I didn't realize my wife was so cold-blooded.
Mark, I swear, over 40 years of marriage, you need to count your blessings you're still alive. You must be that new traveler Gwen let in. It's always nice to see a new face around here.
Who's Gwen?
Oh, Gwen's the overseer, but I could never get used to calling her that. I've known that girl since she was in diapers. If you need any food for the road, or just feeling hungry, you let me know. Our menu isn't quite as exotic as the Commonwealth, but it'll do in a pinch.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Heavens no, I'd be a wreck. My husband, Mark, he helps me, though mostly with the tasting.
Is it hard work feeding everyone here?
It used to be easier. Back when I was young, we had more supplies than we could count. Why, my mother taught me some recipes that had ingredients that... well, I doubt you could find them anywhere anymore. Since we started trading, we manage well enough, but the variety? Let's just say it's more than a bit lacking.
Have you ever thought about leaving the vault?
Never. Can you imagine? Born and raised right here in Vault 81. It was easier back then, you know. Supplies were high, and the dangers outside were both severe and unknown. Poor Gwen didn't know what she was getting into when she accepted the role of Overseer.
How is Gwen doing as the Overseer?
It weighs on her, I can tell. We need help from the Commonwealth, but a few people, they don't care for it. Not to mention the state of the vault. Upkeep's got people working round the clock these days. Even me. If people are going to be up all night working, they'll need a good meal to keep them going.
Let's see what you got.
Something's bound to sound good.
It must be rough living out there.
Poor Aaron. Her cat got loose in the Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth sounds so exciting and dangerous.
Careful, outsider.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
Thanks, Horatio. I love it. I didn't think I'd ever make it in with the hours I've been working.
But you did, and now you look completely refreshed. Just remember, a couple months and you come back and see me again. Now, off with you. Get some rest.
No promises there, but I'll try.
If you want a new look, stop by my salon sometime.
Horatio.
After living in the vault, I can't imagine trying to make a living back out there in the Commonwealth.
Dr. Forsyth is asking to see you when you have a moment.
That, bless her heart, was Skeeter Davis. Non-stop music.
My dad said Super Meat needs these kids for breakfast, but I think he's just trying to scare me.
We should head over to the Commonwealth
arrangements when we can.
Singing about the man
Find out
she
what the
just
case
can't
is about.
Stay away from. He's a demon, he's a devil, he's a doll.
Katie Pinn is the teacher here in 81. You should stop by her class. She's got over into the mountains.
The work never ends in Vault 81.
Whatever you want, forget it. I can't be bothered with it right now.
Hey, hold.
You're still here?
Hey.
It's hard not to take my work home with me, but I promised Austin.
Pardon me, Dr. Pensky?
I'll have to tell Gwen I'll be needing more fertilizer soon.
Welcome. I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical samples, even just a blood sample?
Why do you need medical samples?
It's for my research. The people of Vault 81 have been genetically isolated from the Commonwealth for many generations. I'm trying to determine what the genetic variation is between the two populations.
I might. For some caps.
All right. The Overseer did give me a few caps for this. How does 50 caps sound?
Sure, you can have some blood.
Excellent. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood. This'll only take a sec. There. Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Here are the caps I promised you. Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
Hello, Dr. Forsyth.
I've heard some doctors out there specialize in facial reconstruction. I can't imagine attempting surgery in those conditions.
You're that wanderer from the Commonwealth. I'm Rachel. I assist Dr. Forsyth with his medical duties. Are you sick or injured?
Do you get a lot of patients in the vault?
No. The people of this vault are surprisingly healthy. If that's all, I have work to do.
Another new face in the vault, eh? What is it we're needing now, fella?
Come again? What do you mean?
Well, Gwenny... Oops. I mean the Overseer never lets anyone in unless we need something. I figured someone put in a request with her if we got a new face in the vault. Lord knows we could use some help around.
I gave some fusion cores to the Overseer.
Fusion cores? Huh. Must be for something high-tech. I was hoping for a crate of mute fruit myself. The people here, they're a bit overworked these days. Some blame the Overseer. But it ain't Gwenny's fault. Poor girl. Just landed the right position at the wrong time.
What's going on? Why are people so overworked?
Well, you live in the same place for 200 years. Time just takes its toll. Until the Overseer opened the vault to the traders, we were just slapping on one band-aid after the next. Now we're just scrambling to keep old 81 together.
It's not easy being a leader.
Truer words were never spoke. I wouldn't want her job in a million years. Well, I best be getting back to it. Don't want the old lady on me again. 62 years old and still fiery as ever.
Sorry about the maintenance.
I've heard about scents. Just never thought I'd see one in the vault.
If you want a good meal, see Maria at the cafeteria. She'll hook you up.
She's looking pretty bad in there. Damn, I need a break.
Feel free to make the most of the services we offer while you're here.
Excuse me, Overseer.
Take time to look around. You'll have the full run of the place.
Stay safe, sir.
Please direct any...
Hi, old Rusty.
Please direct any maintenance requests to Mr.
Hey, the outsider. You lost? No trading going on down here.
Hi.
Hey,
Aw,
outsider.
man. My
Do me a
hands are
favor.
shaking.
If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
All right.
Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble. And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
If he's addicted, you should try to help him get clean.
I think I haven't tried. I locked him in his room for a week. It wasn't 2 days before he was using again. Now I admit, I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me, and I keep him on a short leash. But not anymore. I'm cutting off his useless ass.
Good. That's the first step to helping your brother.
Should have done it a long time ago. But things ain't easy around here.
Hey, the outsider. You lost? No trading going on down here.
This is an interesting room.
Really? Guess maybe for an outsider. Just the old generators down here. Oh, and hey, if you got any jet on you, I may be willing to take it off your hands. Say 75 caps?
Hey, folks, we've got word coming in of a new...
Who's it for? You?
Me, myself, and I. Don't worry, I'm not into selling. That's my sister's thing.
I'm not a dealer. I don't sell drugs.
Hey, forget I asked. Seriously. And if you could keep this little conversation under wraps, I'd appreciate it. Just don't let Tina know. She'd be all over my ass.
Don't forget what I said. If he gets me in trouble,
Helping
he'll
out at
never get
Sanctuary.
rid of it.
And that's definitely good news for everyone. Anyone willing to take a stand for the safety of the Commonwealth is okay in my book. Feels like anything's possible when you're in love, according to Billie Holiday. Here's crazy, he calls me.
Yeah?
Huh?
Bet you wish you took the tour now.
Whoa! A real live Commonwealth person. You dress funny.
Hey there.
Oh, you're that new traveler. You must have had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
I've had a few interesting moments.
Stop being so modest. My kids would love to hear about anything you've done out in the Commonwealth. Would you mind talking to them and sharing one of your experiences?
I'd be glad to talk to them.
Marvelous. Stop by whenever class is in session. I'll just stop what I'm doing and turn the class over to you.
Katie.
Would you like to tell the students one of your stories now?
What topics should I avoid?
Nothing with excessive violence. And I'm sure they'll have lots of questions.
I'd be glad to.
Wonderful. The kids are so excited. Children! Children, listen up! We have a guest today who is going to tell us stories about the Commonwealth.
Did you ever fight a Deathclaw?
How do you know about Deathclaws?
I hear stuff. Gran heard something about them from a Commonwealth guy.
One of the Minutemen helped me kill one once.
Cool. What happened?
A group of raiders had my friend Preston trapped.
But you rescued him, right?
Preston showed me where to find some power armor I could fix.
Power armor! Wow.
I wasn't ready when the Deathclaw crawled out. Good thing I had that power armor.
That sounds scary.
Preston and I kept shooting until it was dead.
I bet that took lots of bullets.
Thank you so much for that story. Children, say thank you.
Thank you.
And we have a thank you gift for you. Here.
I wish my mom and dad wouldn't fight so much.
Hi there.
Excuse me, mister. Have you seen my cat?
Ash is gone?
What happened?
He scratched me. And I yelled at him to go away. I didn't mean forever, though. His name is Ashes, and he's the best cat in the whole world.
How much would you pay to get him back?
You can have my teddy bear. I've kind of outgrown him anyway.
I'll find him for you.
Left the vault? Oh, please bring him back. Please. No one else would set foot outside for him.
Where do you think he may have gone?
Not far. He'd be terrified. I'm sure if there's anywhere nearby to hide, you'll find him.
I'll find him for you.
Thank you! His name is Ashes. He's the sweetest little gray cat. I just want him to come home.
Gran says I'm a bottomless pit when it comes to food.
Hi, Austin.
Someday, I'm gonna check out the Commonwealth. If my Gran lets me.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
Damn it. You're just holding that wrench.
Seeds. I'll need more seeds.
I'll be damned if that whole duck isn't gonna need replacing.
Dr. Pensky.
Ah, you'll do perfectly. I'm in need of a willing test subject to try this new strain of fruit I've created.
Sure. I like fruit.
Excellent. Just tell me how it tastes and how it makes you feel. Now, where did I put that Geiger counter?
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
Did you try the fruit? Tell me, how was it?
It was good. No adverse effects.
I knew it. This is good progress. I'll have to start a new batch right away. Since you've been so helpful, maybe you can help out in another capacity. You see, I need these plants to conduct my studies, and they take some special nourishment, especially the carrots. If you could keep an eye out for fertilizer while you're out in the Commonwealth, I'll be more than happy to compensate you for your efforts.
How much are you paying?
I'll give you 25 caps, non-negotiable. I know how you outsiders enjoy your bartering, but I've never been any good at it.
Sure, I can do that.
Really? Great. I was dreading having to put in another request to the Overseer. Just bring by whatever you can find whenever you have the time.
The work never ends in Vault 81.
Keep walking, outsider. Just because you wear a vault suit doesn't mean you're one of us.
Hey, hold.
If you need something, ask Alexis. I can't make heads or tails of her story.
It's been a while since someone from the Commonwealth last visited us.
What'll it be, sweetie?
If you need a doctor, Forsyth and Rachel are down at the medical center. They can patch you.
Hey, Horatio.
I was hoping you'd stop by. Now I know from experience that Commonwealth shows no mercy when it comes to hair. So, how about a trim?
You've been outside of the vault?
Quincy, born and raised. My mother, may she rest in peace, she was a doctor. Imagine her surprise when she learned I'd rather cut hair than stitch people up. But enough about me. How about that hair of yours?
Hope you enjoyed that one, boy.
Did you say you were from Quincy?
Sure did. Looks like I was one of the lucky ones, too. Last I heard, gunners had taken her over.
Any good gossip flying around?
They say Holt is running around on his wife. Apparently, he and Tina DeLuca are secretly getting together. But never mind about them. Your hair is a disaster. You have to let me fix it.
I'll think about it.
Hopefully, I'll see you back again soon.
Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses here in town. Commonwealth weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Can't get enough of Butcher Pete?
Need to check the water pumps
Lucky
again.
for you.
The water smells funny.
Roy Brown wrote a second song about it.
Looking for something? I have more stuff than I know what to do with.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Well, there's my husband Holt, but once you need him, he's nowhere to be found. I swear the cat is more help than he is.
Why do you say that?
I really shouldn't get into it.
It's all right. You can tell me.
Holt's just changed. He's never around, always claiming he has some errands to run. Back when we first met, he seemed devoted till the end. He actually taught me everything I know when it comes to fixing things. He'd spend every minute he could with me, and of course Erin after we had her. Now, it's like we don't exist, and every conversation we have is a fight.
Have you talked to him about it?
I've tried, but he won't listen to me. He's always saying he doesn't have time.
You'll get past this. Marriage can be hard work. He'll come around.
I hope you're right. It'd be nice if he was even around long enough to discuss it these days. Enough about me. I should get back to work. But let me know if I can help you with anything.
What do you sell?
Odds and ends. A bit of everything, I suppose. But no weapons. Only security guards carry weapons around here.
I might be interested in buying or selling.
Great. I have all sorts of odds and ends.
How many folks you think could fit in one of these?
What I wouldn't give for some real time
Hey,
off.
Calvin.
Sorry, new guy. Not a lot of time to talk right now.
Not even for just a moment?
A moment? Well, I suppose. Not like I actually want to get back to work.
What do you do here?
Me? I'm just the lucky sucker in charge of maintenance here. Sorry if you heard me bickering with the overseer earlier. She and I don't always see eye to eye.
So, there's a lot of upkeep going on right now.
Hell, you could say that again. Old 81 here, she's a straight-up wreck. Pretty solid for a while, easy enough to keep up with her needs, but in the last few years or so, damn, she got feisty. Been going through tools like they were going out of style, so if you got any, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands.
How much are you paying?
I'd say 15 caps per tool. Overseer won't let me go higher, but I'll take as many as you can grab.
Sure, you got yourself a deal.
Stupendous. One less thing to bug the Overseer about. Anyway, here I am running my mouth when there's work to do. Sorry I can't talk longer, stranger, but mind the maintenance. Shouldn't get in your way, at least. Yep, good old 81. She's going to hell in a handbasket.
Watch yourself.
Sorry about the maintenance. It never ends these days.
If you think you may be able to lend a hand, talk to Calvin. He may have a job for you.
You're that Commonwealth traveler, aren't you?
Don't try anything. Someday, I'll make it out there.
Someone should make use of it.
What's that?
Lost her.
blood packs.
Sketchy. And by sketchy, I mean
Well, Superman.
the whole town is just gone. Those always sounded nice. So I do hope they're all safe, wherever they've gone to. If they suddenly turn up again someday, you can bet you'll hear about it first here on Diamond City Radio. Elton Britt is up next. Hard to imagine a time when carrying a Geiger counter was a positive thing, but...
You should see Dr. Forsyth. I heard he had a job. Huh?
Huh? Austin got himself bit by a mole rat. So now they got us cooped up in here to watch Aaron. It's ridiculous.
Ashes! You found him! Thanks, mister. I was so worried about him.
You're welcome.
Mom says I can give you this. Ashes! Bad kitty.
I hope you don't have anything that needs fixing. I really don't feel
and I
like
bet
working.
Mom's gonna make me give you a bath. I know I don't like it either. But I'm just happy you're back.
Another lamp. What the hell do these people do to them that they keep breaking?
Probably gonna need some sort of sealant. Overseer will be happy about that. I don't know about you, but I can't stand to see any of those young'uns sick.
Hope that pit boy belongs to you.
You have to do something, Jacob.
I'm running the test as fast as I can, Priscilla. I can't treat Austin until I know what he's infected with.
Dr. Forsyth.
Not now, Bobby. And you, stranger, will have to wait your turn. We have an emergency here. Austin got bitten by a mole rat. Isn't that enough, Jacob? There can't be that many mole rat diseases or toxins.
Rachel is examining the mole rat. Hopefully she'll find something. But these aren't ordinary mole rats. Who knows what kind of diseases they are carrying? Because he's just a child, it's affecting him more severely.
Dr. Forsyth, please. I think I found something that might help Austin.
Bobby!
Hold on, Priscilla. What is it, Bobby?
Well, you know that door Austin found? He found it because of me. I keep my private things in there. He saw me get them.
You mean your chems?
Get to the point, Bobby. What did you find in that place?
It's like a whole extra vault in there, but half ruined and caved in. There was this terminal there, so I started poking around in it. There were some notes and stuff about using mole rats to grow viruses. But they also said that they used them to make vaccines and treatments.
A secret vault? Good Lord, I've never heard of such a thing.
Bobby, you're a genius. A junkie genius. There might be a cure for whatever Austin got from that mole rat somewhere in that place.
Bobby.
You there. How would you like to do Vault 81 a favor and possibly save my boy's life?
I would be glad to help.
I was hoping I could count on you. Bobby here will show you where he keeps his secret stash. There is a chance that somewhere in there is a cure for Austin. If you find it, bring it to Dr. Forsyth. And for Austin's sake, please hurry.
Follow me.
Careful of the mole rats down. If they infected Austin, it could infect you as well.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
What's taking so long?
Never had an incident on my watch, and I don't want to start today.
Dr. Forsyth has been very honest about Austin's prognosis. I'm so scared I'll lose him.
We've got to hurry.
Yes.
That was Anything Goes by Cole Porter. Time now for some news from the Commonwealth, listeners. In an unexpected turn of events, the quaint little town of Covenant has turned up completely deserted. Details are sketchy, and by sketchy I mean they're non-existent. The whole town is just gone. Those folks always sounded nice, so I do hope they're all safe, wherever they've gone. If they turn up again someday, you can bet you'll hear about it first here on Diamond City Radio. Crawl Out Through the Fallout is next, courtesy of Sheldon Holman, but brought to you by me, Travis Lowe.
My false alarm. Standing down.
in for it now.
Nice. That's it. Hey.
Here's what I've got. Something out there.
There we go.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Hey.
Here's what I've got. I think we ought to talk.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated. A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. But my memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
That was Billy Ward and the Dominoes.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks, once I'd gotten myself established. But the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Protect and serve.
Hey.
Go ahead.
I'm sure this whole thing is overblown, and Austin will be running around tomorrow.
Overblown or not, we have to do what we can for Austin. I just don't know what I can do.
Neither do I, Priscilla.
Why him?
Keeping Tom
He's just a
paradise.
He's going to be just fine. You'll see.
Well, this is gonna be a joy for you. You get to nag me and I can't go anywhere.
Oh, real nice, Holt. Make this about you. Don't you think about anyone other than yourself? Your daughter could get sick like Austin, and you're whining about spending time with your family?
I have things to do. We don't have to hide away in...
You're so busy, Holt. You have so much to do. Please, explain to Erin why your needs are more important than her safety.
Just never mind.
Idiot.
What's that?
You and your staff are to make sure every resident remains under stringent medical observation.
Understood. Whatever it was, it's
But overseer.
gone now.
No buts. This is incredible. Spreading, Dr. Forsyth. How is it?
The infection has doing them much good at this point.
Way to stop it from spreading. Then let's hope that outside.
Not that it's an option. Hell aroma is that?
That was Billie Holiday.
Yes.
Hey, folks, we've got word coming in of a new settlement founded to the northwest. Some brave, enterprising folks have decided to settle Sanctuary. We wish them the best of luck. It never hurts to have one more safe, reliable place in the Commonwealth. In related news, it sounds like the Minutemen may be getting back on their feet and helping out at Sanctuary. And that's definitely good news for everyone. Anyone willing to take a stand for safety in the Commonwealth is okay in my book. This one's a longtime favorite of mine. It's Way Back Home by Bob Crosby.
That's it.
another stranger. Are you Vault-Tec security? I've waited so very patiently for you to arrive.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Superb! I placed an emergency call so long ago. I was beginning to think something dreadful must have happened. I am pleased to report I completed my primary duties 83 years ago. Thousands of pathogens were grown in the mole rat hosts. Then a single broad-spectrum cure was developed to treat them all. Very satisfying work for many decades. Now, please tell me you are authorized to release me from the lab.
I am so authorized. You are released.
Superb. I had almost given up all hope of leaving here. I'll open the door for you. Since you are a Vault-Tec representative, I entrust you with the broad-spectrum cure I developed. If you have an equivalent to my digital Hippocratic oath, please use it quickly to prevent any undue suffering. However, be advised, there is only one dose left, and I can no longer make any more. If that is all, I am most eager to leave.
You only have one dose?
That is correct. There used to be more, but they all expired. Sadly, the organic compounds necessary to make more have all deteriorated.
Thanks for the cure.
It is my hope that this cure finds its way to someone who needs it. Hopefully now I can properly further my scientific research. Since my job here is done, I think I will follow you out.
Excellent.
Analysis of you indicates you have suffered very little from radiation. Curious.
Thanks to Connie Allen for that trip on Rocket 69. It's a two-seater.
You're getting to be a regular around here.
Did you hear? Bobby DeLuca found some sort of secret passage to another vault.
Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal.
So much to learn.
As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best.
Stimulating traveling with you.
Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the vault.
I wonder how the Ebola...
All right, folks, that's enough sentiment from me. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? If you're feeling down, here's Ella to put things in perspective.
The cure. You found it.
How is Austin doing? Do you think he'll survive the cure?
He's been unconscious since shortly after you left.
Here, take the cure and use it on the boy.
Only one dose? I hope this works. If it doesn't, there won't be anything to analyze to try again. Let's hope this works.
I heard you had returned.
Hello, Overseer.
Dr. Forsyth is doing all he can, but we're not sure it's going to be enough.
It shouldn't be long.
What? Where am I?
You're in the clinic. You were really sick, Austin. Our visitor from the Commonwealth saved your life.
Really? Gee, thanks, mister.
I was worried to death about you, Austin. What got into your fool head? Going into a place like that?
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I just wanted to see what was in there.
Well, if it hadn't been for a friend here, you might have died. Thank you. I know you made sacrifices to help him. I know Dr. Pinsky will be grateful. For my part, I'd like to give you this syringer. I had it for years and never really had a use for it.
She's not the only one. The whole vault is thankful. I'd like to give you a room here in the vault. A place you can call your own. It's in the main hall. On the left as you get off the elevator. Once again, thank you.
Can I go see Gran? How about something to eat? I'm starving.
Excuse me, Dr. Forsyth.
I'm curious as to what Voltec was studying beyond our walls.
Hey. Over here.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
Heads up.
What? What's the plan?
Excuse me, Rachel.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
Now, go over.
No other complaint?
Off you go, then. Anything the matter? I've always got time for an exam.
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
Great. Let's take...
Sure sleuthed that one out quick.
A moment, please. I have been trapped so many years. I believe it's customary to thank you for your role in saving me. My entire life has been in this vault. I have analyzed and learned everything there is to know here. So now I must see the rest of the Commonwealth, consult with scientists, unearth more data to challenge my hypothesis.
After the bombs, the Commonwealth is a little lacking in the science department.
But surely there is still men of learning out there, and if nothing else, there is data. I can see you already have company. I do not wish to intrude, but I must ask. Please, monsieur, can you take me with you?
Come along, then.
Excellent. We must embark at once.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
You are a scientific marvel, Monsieur Nick.
If you want a good meal, stop by the Sunshine Diner come morning.
Hi, Calvin.
Hey there, you got some tools for me today?
Yeah, here you go.
Perfect. Keep an eye out. We can always use more.
Dr. Pensky runs a hydroponics lab here. She may have some work for you if you're interested.
You've got guts wearing that pit boy in the Commonwealth. I can't believe someone hasn't tried to steal it yet.
Ray Smith, everyone. Now here's the latest from the Commonwealth. Reports suggest a chem deal gone bad outside Diamond City. Details are scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened, it was pretty violent. While there's no official connection, it has been noted that Diamond City resident Henry Cook went missing at approximately the same time. If we're able to verify any further details of this story, we'll pass them on to you listeners.
Heads up.
Take a look.
Just another day in the Commonwealth, huh, folks? Roy Brown heard about some good rockin' tonight, and he's out to make sure everybody knows.
Yes? I've heard about synths. Just never thought I'd see one in the vault.
Hybridization. It's got to be a flaw in the hybridization.
You want a good meal, see Maria at the cafeteria. She'll hook you up.
Hey there, you got some tools for me today?
Yeah, here you go.
Perfect. Keep an eye out. We can always use more.
I hope you enjoy your accommodations. I wanted to say thank you again for what you did for Austin. You've opened a lot of eyes around here, including my own. I had no idea of the dangers Vault Tech had hidden away so close to home. I can't believe so many died just behind our walls.
What do you know about Vault-Tec?
I'm afraid not much. I've spent my entire life being thankful for the Vault, for the walls that protected us over 2 centuries. But not once have I had contact with them.
Whatever Vault-Tec had planned, it failed and took their entire staff out with it.
No arguments here. I hate to think of what they had planned for us. But on the good side, you made a real impression on our anti-Commonwealth people. They're realizing outsiders really can be trusted, and do more good than just providing resources. You'll always be welcome here, and I hope you make a habit of visiting. Having a trusted outsider would help serve as a reminder that the Commonwealth isn't something to fear and avoid.
cost a fortune to build a place like this.
Calvin.
I heard about what you did for our little Austin. Don't know many who could do the same.
Hope that Pip-Boy belongs to you.
Heard we got a pretty big mess to look into now with that new vault wing.
Where did that boy get to? Austin? Austin Engel! Just the person I wanted to see. I wanted to thank you for what you did for Austin.
How is he doing?
He's recovering well, back to his normal self again. It's as if he doesn't even know what happened. It was a selfless act, something we don't see much of from the Commonwealth. You're a rare breed. The kind we could use more of both inside and out of Vault 81. Anyway, I'm sure you have plenty of things to get back to. I just had to say thank you for saving Austin. I may have my life's work, but that boy is what really keeps me going.
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
I'm so thankful to have Austin alive and well again. It's disturbing to think about what was going on just behind our walls.
I've never seen a synth before. It's kind of creepy.
Never had an incident on my watch, and I don't want to start today.
Remember, no funny business.
Some diagnostics like you. Take your time.
Harkening back to the days.
That's one way to get that coolant pumping.
Look alive.
If I got it.
coach?
Seems to be growing well. Excuse me.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
That was anything goes by Cole Porter.
I was glad to help out.
Well, I can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here.
Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it. Thanks for the effort.
Hi. Thanks for your help fighting them off.
Decided to change how I look.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue.
Hi.
Thanks for your help, pal.
I was glad to help out.
I can't.
All right. Get it on back.
Excuse me.
Thanks for your help, pal.
Next is
I was glad to help out.
I cannot.
Sure. Excuse me.
Thanks for your help fighting them off.
I was glad to help out.
I can't.
Cricket.
So many guns and so little time. You just gotta...
Sure. Let's take a look.
And there...
Nothing to see here.
What's that?
Everything outside the wall ain't safe. It's just how it is.
Building a collection or something?
Look alive.
There's something you need?
Thanks to Bob Crosby for that one. Now here's the latest from the Commonwealth. Reports suggest a chem deal gone bad outside Diamond City. Tales are scarce,
something
but it
for you?
sounds like whatever happened, it was pretty violent. While there's no official connection, it has been noted that Diamond City resident Henry Cook went missing at approximately the same time. We're able to verify further details of this. Up next, it's Lynoni Harris.
Not that it's an option. They're here somewhere. Is that it? There you go! Hey, you're back. Clear. Playing hide and seek. Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
You showed up just...
Feral ghouls like to hide in the dark. Makes night patrol a real practice.
Hey, Cricket.
So many guns and so little time. You just gotta buy them.
Let's see what you have.
A part of every big purchase goes to planting little bitty trees that I'll blow up in your honor.
Yes.
Not enough folks value keeping the old system sharp anymore. Looks like they flew the coop.
Nice. There we go. I'm through. Hey.
Whatever you need.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Gotta love him.
Bothering anybody now? Cannibals.
Hey, we've got word coming in of a new settlement founded to the northwest. Some brave, enterprising folks have decided to settle sanctuary. We wish them the best. It hurts to have one live.
Won't be chewing on us.
In related news, it sounds like the Minutemen may be getting back on their feet, helping out a sanctuary. Anyone willing to take a stand for safety in the Commonwealth is okay in my book. Ella Fitzgerald is not, I repeat, not a woman
Hey.
who you
If
want
I
to
got it.
Here she is, with undecided.
Heads up.
Take a look. So, this is what 2 centuries without a good dusting looks like.
Heads up.
Here's what I've got.
Look alive. Look alive.
They're here somewhere. One way to get that coolant pumping.
Bingo. Sweet.
There we go.
Go on. Here's what I've got.
Winona Harris, folks. Let's hope his grandma got the help she needed. Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter. Since possibly anonymous, undetected.
Looking for something?
Very serious implications. Wouldn't you agree? The mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all is well in Diamond City. The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are unfounded. No, but between you and me, listeners, I'm gonna keep my eyes open just to be on the safe side. Well, never a dull moment here at Diamond City Radio. Now here's It's a Man by Betty Hutton.
You playing hide and seek?
Why don't you?
Who's there?
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
flirt.
Now a 6 and an O.
Good neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here or something.
Now here's the latest from the Commonwealth.
Brotherhood of Steel better
Suggest
stay
the
out
chem
of
deal gone bad. Outside Diamond City. Tales were scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened, it was pretty violent. While there's no official connection, it has been noted that Diamond City resident Henry Cook went missing at approximately the same time. If we're able to verify any further details of the story, we'll pass them
Mr.
on.
Valentine, I thought you had forgotten.
Just another day in the Commonwealth.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd
There's a whole lot
never
of
walk
shaking
out
going
on
on.
you.
By Big Maybell.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
I got your costume, Kent. And some other goodies you might like.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
Come on, don't sell yourself short.
I got a better idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryo vault and all.
If I go along with this, I could use a little extra.
If it'll get you to help, sure. I may be able to scrounge up a couple of things.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours, so you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari. Let's see what Amari is up to. Follow me. Dr. Amari?
Yes. Wait. Remember you? The memory inducement. Vault 111, right? What's this all about?
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari. But you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me
Perfect.
out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the impact.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other... side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are
such a dummy back then.
Memories as Kellogg.
What did I know
This
about
may
how the
prove
world
disorienting
worked?
At first.
I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my...
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Pay attention that you've been...
First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
Rather disrupt...
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
...of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline. Shutting down.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
Again.
Suspended.
I'll try to locate another memory as quickly as I can. Please try to remain calm.
Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but I'm still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
C6, down the hall near the end.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination.
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What are you talking about?
You feeling all right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Hey.
Whatever you need.
Been talking about Vault 81. Some problem there you were caught up in? Quarantine, some such?
Hey.
Here's what I've got. Anything I can lug for you?
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby.
Let's see what you have.
Let's get you outfitted, killer.
Heads up.
If I got it.
Looking for a room?
Here's your money.
Top floor. Long hallway. Last room on the right.
You want a room? Claire runs the desk. Give her something to do besides breathing down my neck.
Hotel ain't what it used to be, but don't go shooting it up.